Okay, here's a carpet video. Just throwing down some carpet in the boys' room. Just went to Lowe's, got some cheap old carpet. Now I'm using the same pad and tack that I already had down because they're in pretty good shape. It was just the carpet was just pretty beat and worn. It was commercial carpet. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm going to leave it in the closet. I'm going to cut that a little more uniform, but I'm going to come back to that. But I just wanted to explain real quick. Basically, what you do is you get the carpet centered in the entire room. As you can see, I've already cut it. Now I did extra here because the way I have some space in there, and also I need to kick it to the other side of the room a little bit. So that's why it's so much overhang, but this is actually too much. But basically what you're gonna do is when you have all this, you know, centered in the room exactly how you need it, okay, what you're gonna do is you're going to fold it down like this, and then let's see if I can. Alright, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna run the razor blade down here, alright, and make sure you hold it down in there as you go and as you make your cuts. Alright, that way, you know, you have a nice cut and you don't overcut it. You know, if you cut too much off, it's too late. There ain't nothing you can do. I mean, you can patch it in and stuff, but I don't plan on messing mine up, so I don't plan on making a video for patches. But if I do, I'll certainly make a video. But basically, I would say, you know, about a ½ inch would be fine. You know, if I cut mine right along here, you know, all the way down, it should be fine. But I'm not going to cut this side yet. What I'm going to do instead is, like I said, I'm going to kick in the other side first. But I just wanted to explain to you, you put the padding down, make sure the padding is, you know, down perfect in the entire room. As you can see, mine's really nice. Alright, because if there's any seams where you have to put one next to another, you have to put them flush and make everything perfect. Do not lay one on top of the other, because even though it seems like it's just a little bit of overhang, you will feel that when you walk, and it won't be comfortable and it'll annoy you for years. Okay, so make sure that your padding is laid perfectly. Okay, then you're going to lay tack. Alright, the tack, these little tacks that stick out of them, alright, they're pointing in the direction towards the wall. Okay, make sure they go towards the wall. And then these are the nails that you're going to nail down. Okay, sorry, these are the nails that you're going to nail down. Alright, and make sure, once again, like I just had to cut this one because it was overlapped. And you might even need to bring a couple extra nails for something like this. Like this should actually be nailed down. Okay, but so what's going to happen is when you lay this down, you're going to tuck it in, and then when you hit it with the kicker, those tacks are going to grab into the carpet facing that way, and then you're going to shove it that way really fast, shove it really fast, and as you do, it'll go a little bit deeper, and those nails will stick into the carpet, and it'll hold it from moving around as you walk on the carpet. Okay, so make sure you leave a little bit of, I would say, you know, the way it's done here is fine. About a ½ inch, something like that, of gap between that and the wall. You should take off the molding to do it right, but you know, in my case, I have so much of a gap, and this is how it already was, so I'm really just gonna leave it. It's not a big deal. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a tucker. This is just a little cheapo one, but it works fine. Okay, I've never actually used it, but I can guarantee you it's gonna use fine. There's Tux getting all comfortable on the new carpet. Alright, so you're just gonna go around and you're gonna tuck it in there. Once you get the first, there you go. Once you get the first little bit in, it's gonna go pretty quick. Alright, now I'm actually gonna tag the guy that showed me how to do this. Who showed me how to do carpet. I used to do it years ago, and he's probably gonna yell at me for doing this wrong and being so sloppy, but as you can see, this is basically what you're gonna do. Okay, now the edge of the carpet is literally right there. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your kicker. All right, this determines how far. If I get a focus, I hate when it does that. Okay, it will determine how far these other spikes go. Okay, so these are on all the time, and then the other ones, you know, this is how you move it. So you don't want to go so far that it goes into the padding, but you do want it to get a good grip into the carpet itself. So I'm thinking a 3 should be fine. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done this. But anyway, so basically just gonna go and tuck in the carpet. Okay, now like I said, this is the side that it just kind of reaches as I go around. All right, the other side there's more of a gap, so I'm gonna kick this side first. Then I'm gonna see how much overhang is left over there, and if there we go, and then if I need to, I can cut a little bit more off, but I'm hoping that by the time I finish kicking this over, it'll move the carpet far enough over that I'll be able to just kick the other side in without really cutting it. But not a big deal. Now I do have this piece of furniture in here. That's not the best ideal way to do this, especially since this is so heavy, but this has got bolts in it and it's got screws in it, and it just would be a real pain in the butt to take it apart. And next time I take it apart, I actually plan on making it a little smaller, so that's gonna wait. So it is in here. All right, see, this is the bubbles and stuff. You want to make sure these are out. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but that's exactly why you want to kick it nice and tight, all right? Because you want it to get in there, grab those tacks really well, and pull all these out, all right? So as you go, any of those you see, make sure you try to get rid of them along the way so you don't have bubbles later on. Okay, so kind of a little easier for me to do this with 2 hands, but just so you can see on the camera how it's going here, because you should be able to actually just kind of slide it down, but kind of hard to do that and hold the camera, like I said. There we go. It's not that hard, you know, I'm exerting a little bit, but overall, not a big deal. Okay. Call the carpet tucker because that's what you're doing, tucking it in. Okay, now over here you can see there's not really much of a gap at all. I should have left a little more, but it will be okay because I'm going to kick it the shit out of it, excuse my language, and I'm going to get it to go that way, I guarantee. So, once again, shout out to my man Steve for showing me how to do this, oh, so many years ago. Alright, get this in here a little bit. Alright, probably gonna have to cut that corner here a little bit. So, when I first started, maybe not actually, I think I can get that in there. Let's see if I can get that in there. Okay, I'm gonna cut this, alright, because there's too much overhang. As you can see, that's way too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna cut it right here so that there's a little bit of a gap. Alright, so as you can see, cut that little piece off there, and I left myself enough of a gap this way so that when I fold this over, it'll tuck in that way, okay? Because you don't want, you know, your threshold to have that gap. So here, I'm actually going to have to cut it so it fits better, okay? So I can't have this overlap because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of those saddles to go here. As a matter of fact, now that I think of it, I might even just do it out of wood just to make it look nice, so it kind of rounds into here. But what I'll do is I'll just take a piece of like I'll probably use like a 3/4 inch piece, which I'll probably have to cut myself anyway, but I'll do that, and what I'll do is I'll taper the end so it kind of bevels down all the way across, and that way I can stain it to look like the floor, and it'll also be holding this down, and you won't have some ugly ass metal piece here. Okay, so now see, I was starting to eat up the carpet just a little bit because there's such a small gap there, so I decided to stop doing that and cut it. But, for some reason it's giving me a hard time. There we go. There's just one spot that didn't want to go in. See? It's stuck here. Come on, get up. Get out of here. Get out of the way. Look, he's going to come over here and get in the way. No, come over here. Come on. Come here. It's all right, buddy. You're not in trouble, dude. Come here. Come here. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. He's such a good boy. He's getting old. He doesn't like to be in trouble, but he doesn't like to be alone. He's a big baby. Yeah, lick yourself for everybody. Okay, so I got this set on 3. Okay. And, you know, you can feel it's grabbing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is hit this button here. Open it up. Okay, and you can put it here. I don't know, it's hard. It's going to be hard for you to see what I'm doing because everything's going to shake when I hit it. Let's see if I can get the camera to stay up here. Alright, it's just leaning against something, so hopefully it doesn't fall down, but yep, there it goes. Alright, so what I'm doing is, hopefully you can see this, but this pad here is for your knee. Right, so you can grab the carpet, you know, a couple inches or so away from the wall, and you're gonna knee the hell out of it, and it's gonna go in there, and your knee is gonna be killing you. But this is how it goes. All right. Alright, so once again, tuck the carpet. As you can see, it's a lot easier over here because there's less of a gap. And that's definitely going to have to get cut before I go lay down. Alright. And what you got to do is you got to look at the carpet and you got to see which spots, if you see any bubbles, that's a spot. If there was a bubble here, you want to kick it right here and get that bubble out of there. You might have to work it towards the corner a little, you might have to work it that way. You're going to have to figure it out, but this one's a nice rectangle room, so it's really not a big deal. Gone the other way. If anybody ever sends you for a carpet stretcher, don't get it. Okay, done. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going going to cut this a little bit closer, but I think actually a lot of it is okay. So let's see, as I go, I want to press it down, make sure I give myself enough gap. Once I get down a little further, you have a little more light to see. Make sure you got a really sharp knife. This is technically the wrong one, but I'm only doing one room, so. Okay. Ow. Yeah, as you can see, something like that's too much. Okay, so. Come on. As you can see, my blade's starting to get dull. Don't go into your carpet. Make sure you take it slow. Okay. I think I can get that under there. Okay, back to the tucker. Oh, see? Well, this is already kicked in, but as you can see, this spot is, this is where my vent is. So the littlest bit will show up in a carpet. Like I was saying before, make sure there's nothing left on the padding. Make sure there's nothing in there to get stuck on. I might have made this a little bit too big still in that one spot. There we go. Okay. Now I know Steve would have ran down this damn wall doing this. Okay, you get the idea. Yeah, turn, yeah, hold on. You have to, don't. All right, I need to get this little piece in here. Okay, I can probably get it tucked in there, but it's really tight. So you gotta make sure that you get the right angle, all right? Because if I cut this straight like this, then there's gonna be a triangle shape here, and this is gonna be pointing in, trying to, you know, get somewhere. Because see, that's what it'll be shaped like. Because it'll flip over and it'll be up too much. So I actually gotta cut it at this angle with my shitty knife. Alright, once again, don't cut into this carpet. Okay, so now when I tuck,
I'll be facing the right way, okay? Now here, well, if I don't cut myself, alright, now I have just enough overlap so I can tuck that right in there, alright? I'm going to have to go a little bit further, but what I have to do is I have to cut this first straight down. That way I can cut this one and have them meet up together, and then I'll just put one of those metal saddles on this one going across in order to cover where the two carpets meet. Okay, so all I'm going to do is finish kicking around, and I'm going to kick it this way. I'm not going to kick too much because, as you can see, I got plenty of space. I just want to get this bubble out. You see how this raises up here? Alright, I want to kick it until that's gone. You also want to kick this way, even though this is a small piece of wall. You still want the carpet to go this way and to grab onto tack, whatever. So basically that's all the rest of what I'm doing. So thank you. Like, comment, share. Okay, and as you can see, alright, cut along here so it's nice, and I'll put a saddle in here, a wooden saddle. Alright, all I did was I pushed it really hard into the corner, and then I ran the knife pushing as deep into the corner as possible. Alright, take it real slow, and that's how you get a nice cut. That's plenty of gap in order to put the saddle on. As a matter of fact, I might even have to cut that with wood. See how you can see they didn't line them up properly when they did the floor, but whatever. So anyway, so as you can see, all the way around, everything is done. Right here, like I said, all I did was a straight cut, and in here you can see the two carpets meet, and then I'll just put a metal saddle there. No big deal. Okay, as you can see, the kids have already started putting everything together, but okay. Same for the vent. All I did was cut a hole down the center, came all the way to when it touched the metal, all the way to each corner until it touched the metal, and then around. And you can just trace the ductwork, and it'll be fine. But as you can see, beautifully carpeted room.